that it dampens out the noise. There's no music coming from these or no talking. I think that's a distraction. You've got to get inside your own mind. So when you don't hear anything around you, you can really focus on getting this blueprint and getting a perfect run of 5 scores with your putting. And like John Irving said, to do anything really well, you have to excel yourself. So perfect practice makes you better, not makes you perfect. There's no perfect. I've just finished the gym, so excuse me all looking gross here. I've just done my workout. But I want to add something here to the marking that I talked about on the green. Now, the putting stroke becomes quite simple when you follow that procedure, starting with, you know, how you put your body in position, your wider stance, your crouched, your hand position, everything that was discussed earlier. That's your setup. Let's assume that's a given now. Then the stroke back, which is low to the ground. Automatically it feels low to the ground. And then the left wrist being trained to drag the putter through. That's also part of it. So you've got the setup, and then the backswing 2, the pulling through 3 after the positive strike. Now these things all linked together make the stroke. Now, also obviously, you know, you're keeping your eyes in blinker fashion like the horse, where you're listening for it to go in. So all of that wrapped up is your stroke. Now that all done well, and you know when you've done it well, mentally quiet, thinking of just nothing but holding it, and everything else feels good and automated, that's your 5, that's your blueprint, and that's what you copy other putts against, or that's what you try and do. That's your reference point, is that number 5 score, the blueprint I like to call it, because that's what everything else is going to be built off. Because when you don't use a blueprint method, think of the alternative. What's going to happen? Your mind's going to be too much in a position, vulnerable position, where it could get chaotic. It could be thinking, oh, you know, this is for a 4, or this is for a 2, or this is for a 6, or this is to stop 3 putting, or, you know, I've putted badly. You know, the next hole's a long hole, I hate it. Your mind's going to escape you from the moment. It's all about being in the moment in every golf shot, but we're talking about putting and specifically this series. So keeping in the moment, staying in total control, being completely emotionless. That's the robot part of it again, except the feel is there because, you know, you got uphill, downhill, and you're naturally going to adjust to the sort of speed and the consideration of that, because that involves the line as well a little bit. So emotionally like a robot. You don't care whether it's for a birdie, you don't care if it's for a 7. It's exactly the same mental state.